Yo, what's happening, my people? It's your boy Chance Jollibee, aka Smooth, back with another video. So today, talking about a polarizing topic that's going on right now, man. They got Joe Budden and Drake are at odds right now, like they have been many times in the past. Drake has thrown shots at Joe Budden. Joe Budden has responded in diss tracks. They have been cozy together. They have clowned online together. Drake has shown that I looked up to Joe Budden. I was trying to rap like Joe Budden. So they have a crazy relationship. And the topic that we're hearing right now is because Joe Budden criticized Drake's album. And people are jumping on now they're changing their tune because Joe Budden said something. A lot of people were saying Drake's album was trash. And then when Joe Budden is like, I don't think this album is good, man. You are trying to be like the young niggas. Then everybody's saying, your career has failed. You trash. So now people are kind of liking the Drake album a little bit more since Joe doesn't like it. It's just, and me, I'm a fan of both brothers. I'm a big Drake fan. I'm a big Joe Budden fan. Here is what Joe Budden said on the Joe Budden podcast. This episode, I think it has dropped like in certain areas, but like YouTube, I'm still waiting on the full episode to drop. Probably gonna be tomorrow. So whenever that drops, I'm gonna check it out. But here is the clip right now. So we're gonna go over that.
This is like he rapping for the children. And that's my, yo dog, I had to look up how old this was when I finished listening to the album. You are 36. Your birthday is in 20 days. I Googled that too. You are like 37 years old. Get the away from some of these younger niggas and stop these 25-year-olds. I'm listening to the album. Yo, you're a 37-year-old billionaire. I get it that you appeal to the world. Loving about Cole, like my shit is happening in reverse. Like with Cole, he used to rap about kid shit. I'm a grown ass, like real Jersey City. I want to hear how you lost your virginity, and then he started to grow up. And then the rapping sounded like an adult rapping. I'm want to hear adult Drake rapping for adult people. No.
Of course, Ice is no, because Ice be on that ignorant shit. But anyways, regarding what Joe Budden said, man, I'm with him. But I'm an older gentleman. At times in my life, I've rapped and tried to do my thing or whatever, and it didn't go anywhere. It was failed because I was trying to rap mature shit and stuff like that. I wasn't making no bops. But just regarding what Joe Budden said, man, like, it's like Drake is regressing in his artistry. He is chasing the Sexy Reds and the Lil Yachty's and stuff like that. And I think a lot of people have noticed it in the music. And like you going on 37, dog, and you trying to sound so young. But then it's like Drake, on the other hand, is like, man, he has so much significance in the music business. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. And he has to appeal to so many people and so many generations coming up. Like, I guess he wants to, you don't want to push away the youth and push them away because they are the ones that digest the most music, especially on these streaming services. So you want to appease them. But then once you like chasing them, man, like you eventually, you start to look kind of corny and cheesy and stuff, man. Like, I know a lot of people looking, Drake growing the hair right, he got the clips in his head and stuff like that. He painting the nails and stuff now, man. It's a lot of things I'm not necessarily like cool with. Like, I'm like, you too old for that, dog. So I think a lot of people just give him a pass. I don't think too many people are looking at the clips and the nails and stuff and they're like, I want to do that. I want to be like Drake. I don't think we're seeing that. But then it's like, is he just trying to make people talk? He's trying to troll and stay in the conversation? Like, I don't know. But then we're gonna go. I don't want to be having have a one-sided conversation. I want to go over what Drake said to Joe Budden. So Drake hit him up with, Joe Budden, you have failed at music. You left it behind to do what you were doing in this clip, because this is what actually pays your bills. For any artist watching this, just remember you are watching a failure give their opinion on its idea of a recipe for success. A quitter gives their opinions on how to achieve longevity. You switch careers because the things that pop into your brain had you broke, living check to check, and the raps you write had 450 men showing up to your shows in dusty and Nietzsche jeans to screw up their face to Move Music 29 to pretend you ought to go. It is funny, I ain't gonna lie. Please, to any artist that's doing what they feel is right, don't let these opinions affect your mindset after the fact. This guy is the poster child frustration and surrendering. You're retired and we never hung up your jersey and we don't even remember your number. We know you for doing this. You withdrew from rap not because you accomplished all you need to, it's because it wasn't working for you. I never want anybody in this generation to think that everybody's entitled to their opinion is a real thing. It kind of is a real thing, though. Everybody is entitled to them. Anyways, and Joe, he's not a regular, he's just a regular opinion. Like Complex and them, they voted him as the #1 voice in hip-hop and stuff like that. So his opinion is a little different. But anyways, this is a man projecting his own self-hate and the fact that I did and continue to do everything he wanted to do for himself. If you need to put it in simpler terms, I own a 767. He owns a modest house in a 973 and flies first class on special occasions. He has some points in a lot of things he's saying, as far as like successful wise and stuff. Joe never did reach those points. And a lot of people, I hate me being a Joe Budden fan. A lot of people be like, pump it up, pump it up. If you listen to Joe Budden music, you know his music catalog was not pump it up. His music was very different. It was very emotional. It was very lyrical. He was talking about a lot of real life situations. He was on the depression wave and just talking about his life and things about with women categories and stuff. He was on that before Drake, as far as like detailing his life with females and stuff like that. Except for Drake was singing along with his stuff, so he made it more acceptable. But I don't think that Joe is hating because he wanted that spot in so many ways. I think Joe holds Drake to a higher category. And when you see somebody that you hold to a certain category, like, let's say LeBron. We love LeBron. And when LeBron was in his prime, and he's just dunking on people and stuff, and say Steph Curry comes along and starts shooting number threes, and Brian no longer drives to the goal, and he just starts shooting step-back threes, you're going to be like, yo, dog, you got all these abilities, but why you taking all these step-back threes when that's not your strong suit? Like, why you not trying to go dunk on people anymore? Like, you're not Steph Curry. It's like Drake. Cole did a song with Yachty, but Cole was cold on the Yachty song. Drake did a song with Lil Yachty, and Drake was doing his best Yachty imitation. Like, he's being very young and stuff like that. Like, he was Sexy Red in them. It's just like, it looks a lot of reaching. And he always been somebody that was a chameleon as far as like jumping in different genres and stuff like that. But he was like, But I don't know, man. My opinion, I see where Drake is coming from. You want to continue to win. Heavy is the head that wears the crown and stuff like that. I see where Joe is coming from, because Drake is looking kind of corny and stuff right now. I mean, he doing too much. I think it's going to end up positive for both of them. Joe is going to have his best numbers in a while. This is a viral moment for him, winning. Drake had a lot of hate on this album. A lot of people is going to change their tune because they want to go against Joe Budden. A lot of people will tune into this, and his album will go #1. He's going to have another #1 in his belt. So, it's going to be positive for both of them. But we're going to end off with how Joe Budden ended this conversation. You'll grow up sooner or later. Father Time is undefeated. Ain't no lie, man. I think maybe 1, 2, 3 albums from now, we're gonna, if Drake don't change it up, if he keeps going down this lane and regresses, we're gonna look at it and it's gonna be like, a lot of the people he trying to appease, the young people, the DJ academic type people and stuff like that, a lot of them people he trying to appease, they're gonna turn on him like like witches back in the 1700s and stuff, man. Like, they're very much gonna change. They got their pitchforks and everything and be like, you too old for what you doing. He's corny. Let's jump to the next person. The only thing keeping Drake people from doing that, because the next person isn't here. Lil Baby looked like he was gonna have the torch. He dropped it. The Baby looked like he was gonna take the torch. He dropped it. Back in the day, Chance the Rapper looked like he was gonna take the torch. He dropped it. Everybody that's catching the flame or whatever, like Tory was one of the ones. Tory was amazing. Shot himself in the foot. Shot Meg in the foot, which meant he shot himself in the foot. So a lot of the super talented people, like NBA, I'm not saying NBA YoungBoy super talented, but like him, he's on house arrest. He's doing dumb shit. Like, he's not able to do a lot of things. Like, and his wave is going down. Dirk, how long will his wave last and stuff? Is like, Drake just don't have that one to knock him out of the spot right now. Kendrick is a guest in hip hop. J. Cole, people like to hate on J. Cole. He's what, man, he boring and stuff. But J. Cole is the one. Nobody ain't fucking with J. Cole, but he just don't have the cool factor. Because nobody wants to walk around. I don't want to be like J. Cole. I don't want to dress like J. Cole and stuff. Because he just don't have that. He don't have the swagger of a rapper. But lyrically and stuff, he my GOAT. And Jay-Z and them is just old and stuff. But anyways, man, that's my thoughts on this situation. What are your thoughts, man? Y'all drop your thoughts in the comment section, man. Anyways, just wanted to put my little 2 cents in.